Now today we're talking about new construction homes and communities here in San Diego, the best areas that you should look in, the best and the worst builders here in San Diego, and the pitfalls to avoid. And my name is Dan Parker. I'm the San Diego real estate guy, and I help people from all over the US. Actually, no, I help people from all over the world now buy and sell homes right here in San Diego. So if you have any questions on moving to or living in the area, feel free to reach out or subscribe to my channel down below. Now, problem with new construction homes here in San Diego is that there aren't a lot of options. There are very few places that you can go where you can find new development communities. And the homes are beautiful, the space is extremely usable, but the inventory is low. So you have to know where to look. Now, looking for new construction in San Diego, there are a couple different areas that you should look specifically. We're gonna start off with maybe tier 1, which is like the most affordable homes. And starting out in Chula, Vista and Otay Ranch, there are a couple of new developments down there, a large number of new homes. This is a great place to go if you want to get a very good bang for your buck. You can get townhomes, condos, and detached properties, anywhere from 500,000 to like high 800,000s. And the value of what you can get down there versus other places is very high. So Village of Vizcaya, that is one of my favorites. I've helped a couple of people purchase down in that area. Highly recommended as long as you are able to live in the southern part of San Diego County and you don't mind a 20-minute drive to kind of the central areas like downtown, Mission Valley, things like that, then this could be a very good option for you. And next up is San Marcos. San Marcos, where you have Chula Vista down here on the south part. San Marcos is up here, very north end of San Diego. And there are a lot of good options up in San Marcos. The communities are a little bit more spread out. The developers are a little bit more spread out. But there are also some affordable options if you're okay with townhomes and condos. The single family detached properties are going to get up into the 900,000s, but still very affordable for San Diego. Next up, you have Civita in Mission Valley, which is a beautiful community. It's going to be up on the higher end. You have townhomes are going to start at around 800,000. There were some that sold for a little bit cheaper than that, but right now they're starting at around 800, 900,000. And these single family detached properties are getting into the million. The great thing about Mission Valley is it's extremely central in San Diego. It's a great area, especially for like business professionals, but this is an awesome community surrounded by parks, surrounded by trails. I highly recommend checking this place out. Now, the downside of Civita is coming into 2021, they're really running low on inventory. So the build outs are almost complete here, but there are a few that you can still find. The Heights at Promontory, I know for sure they're still building, though they will be at least through mid 2021. So there still are some options available. And the great thing about this area is it's the highest point at Civita. So the views, they're incredible. They're really nice. And lastly, you have Pacific Highlands Ranch. Now this is not gonna be cheap. This is definitely the most expensive of all the areas. And this is kind of located Carmel Valley, Del Mar area. So it's a little bit north, but not quite as north as San Marcos. And here you're gonna find luxury builders. You're gonna find big detached properties, and a lot of them are priced between $1 and $3 million. So you really need to have a nice budget for this, but you can't find nicer new communities in San Diego, smart homes. I mean, really done up, completely upgraded from top to bottom. Beautiful, beautiful properties. And within most of these communities and areas that I mentioned, you're gonna find maybe around 3 to 5 different builders within that community. So it is smart, it is good to know not only just what properties you like the most walking around, but you wanna make sure that you're getting some good reviews for these properties as well. Now there's multiple different sites that you can go to that review these builders. Some of the ones I recommend, I don't really recommend Yelp as much. Consumer Affairs seems to have a pretty good rating site. Just keep in mind, I mean, a lot of the people that are writing these reviews, they're not going on to say positive things. So a lot of the reviews are going to look pretty poor. But if you actually read through some of the reviews and see what the challenges were, you can see whether they were actual defects in the property or maybe some challenges working with the people at the sales desk. Whatever it is, you really want to know what those main problems are that arise over and over again with these builders so you can make sure that you're making a good investment. As far as some of the specific builders, you have Shea. I've had pretty good experiences with Shea. Lenner is a little bit more of a value builder, so not quite as many customizable options. You have Toll Brothers, which is definitely on the higher end. Brooksfield Residential is very nice. KB Homes, Dr. Horton. Those are some of the main ones that you're gonna find throughout San Diego. All right, so let's say you show up, you're checking out some new construction homes, you go to the sales office. Can you negotiate? Well, the answer is yes and no. So the price that they give you, it's really hard to get them to go up or down on that price. I mean, sure, I guess they'll probably go up if you want, but if you want to negotiate that price down, it's not really an option, but there are other ways that you definitely can negotiate for different incentives. A lot of times they're just things that they're giving away for free. You just have to know to ask for. Now, one of my biggest recommendations on when you're visiting a sales office for new construction is go with a realtor. And the main thing here is you have to show up with a real estate agent on day one. Otherwise, they're not gonna allow that agent to represent you. They will, but they won't give them any commission, and there's no incentive for them to represent you. And the thing to know here is you're gonna pay the exact same price whether you're represented by an agent or not. So it's worth having a second opinion and having someone help you negotiate to get some good deals. And some of the best ways, or the easiest ways to get some incentives when buying new construction is, one, you can work with their lender. So always here in Southern California, they're going to make sure that you get pre-approved with their lender, regardless of whether you want to use your own or not. A lot of times they'll give you some pretty heavy incentives for using their lender. So it's always worth checking it out anyways. Another thing you can do, well, another opportunity that you might have is if you're utilizing a VA loan, if you are active military or a veteran, a lot of times if you just ask if they have incentives for veterans, they will say yes. They also might incentivize a higher down payment, or sometimes they just have red tag sales. Everything must go. They're trying to get rid of specific units and they're going to bring the price down. And a lot of times there's nothing wrong with them. You just have to keep your eyes open. You have to be on their list. You have to be able to make sure to check it out when it becomes available. Now, what are these incentives? Well, maybe they'll buy down your interest rate a little bit, help with some closing costs, free upgrades. Maybe they'll pay some of your HOA dues for 6 months or a year. All of these, yeah, you aren't getting the actual price down on the house, on actually the offer for the house, but these are still going to save you money at the end of the day. So it's absolutely worth making sure that you're asking for these things. The truth is, they're not doing as many of the incentives as they were 5, 10, 15 years ago, but they still have them. So it's always worth asking. It's always worth making sure you have someone representing you and asking these good questions. And the best way to find out about these homes, for one, I'm going to link down below a property search of all new construction homes. So if you want to see the new construction homes in San Diego today, whenever you're watching this, it's going to be linked below. The other thing you can do is go to the specific websites of the builders that I mentioned, or the different areas that have the new construction, and go on their website and you can see what models they have available. So this is a great way just to kind of scroll through, see what is available, see what the prices are at. That's going to give you a really good sense of the availability. Now, if after all that you're still interested in visiting new construction homes and communities in San Diego, well, reach out. My info is down below. I'm happy to help you. I'll bring you there. I'll be your guy. I'll help you negotiate some great deals for you and for your family. And if you found this video helpful, I make videos like this all the time. I'm definitely going to do some more new construction homes coming up. There's no question about that. So subscribe to my channel down below. And that way you're notified every time a new video pops up. Or if you know someone that would find this video helpful, send it to them. Just hit the share button, send it on over to them. They will appreciate it, I promise. Thank you so much for watching this video. We'll see you next time.